Okay, here we go on my third attempt. Hopefully get through the video this time. Hi, I'm Lori Townsend. I'll be your professor for business communications. I've been teaching communications here at college for a very long time, and I really like communications. If you would have told me in high school that I would end up being essentially a writing teacher, I would have laughed at you. But I hated to write. I hated to say things like the wind gently blew the leaves to and fro, and they flapped their golden light of the sun against them, whatever. I would say it was windy and the sun was shining on the leaves. Direct and to the point. And that's what business communications is. One thing that we strive for is conciseness. Now, we don't want to be concise to the point where we're not clear or we're rude, but we want to be as concise as possible as we can. Now, um, I get I get assignments all the time that say this letter is to inform you of. All letters in business are to inform you of something. We just don't write them, they're purposeful. So omit that. That's what's called an opening filler. But let's look at the class right now. Okay, so here's your home page, announcements. I want you to see that all these policy stuff is here. This doesn't really have anything to do with the class specifically, but more the college, but you know that these options are there. Okay? Alright, next comes the class announcement. This is the left quick links menu is what I call it. Other professors may call it something else, but when I say the quick links menu, you know I'm referring to the menu on the left. Okay, so there's our welcome to class. I didn't put in an announcement with office hours, but it is down at the bottom of the quick links menu. I'm not going to scroll all the way down yet. It opens in Dropbox. A lot of my materials are kept in Dropbox, and it's going to come up and it's going to ask you, do you want to sign up or do you want to sign in? You do not have to do either one. You can just X out of it. Okay, so there you see my office hours. They're on demand. Well, not on demand, but I do make appointments outside of these as well with students, but most students just find a way to come during them. So they're Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 or 1 to 2, 1 to 3:30. And then I have a Thursday night class, so I have a half an hour for them. And there's the Zoom office room. Now, when you come into the Zoom office, I have you in a waiting room till I accept you because I may be meeting with another student. I ask that you be patient and wait for me to come back. And you have to log in with your first and last name because if you say you're Jacob, I probably have 5 Jacobs, so I don't know who you are, or you could be any Jacob, so I'm not going to admit you until I know that you belong here. There's security issues sometimes with Zoom, so keep that in mind. Okay, here's the orientation from fall. Obviously, I'm doing an orientation right now, and that will be updated in spring where you find it. The course information is basically to fill this information. Open. Okay. So here is my contact information. That's my office phone number. Honestly, I do not check my office phone very often when I'm not on campus. I check my email religiously. So if you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is through email. And I'm not on campus due to COVID, so please don't go to my office. Or go to my office and let me know how it looks, because I haven't been here in so long, I really miss it. The textbook. The textbook is free. It's here in this PDF form. I do warn you, please, I wouldn't print it out. It's like almost 500 pages. It's, like 2 inches thick. Crazy. Almost a whole ream of paper. So if you can't use it electronically, of course, then print it out. But if you can use it electronically, you might be able to. Okay, English 101 is the prerequisite. Keyboarding is recommended just because everything is to be typed. New trend, a couple of students have submitted handwritten assignments, took a picture of them and submitted them. I would prefer typed. And all assignments must be submitted in a doc or PDF form. If you're using Pages, that's fine, but you have to go in and you have to save it as a PDF. You cannot submit a Pages file. Because I check everything for plagiarism, and it will not check a Pages file. losing my voice. It happens every time I do it. So there's the objectives, the things you'll learn during this class. You can read those later. This is a point-based class, and students have a hard time wrapping their mind around it because they're always, most classes are based on averages. But you earn points for each assignment, and when you add up the points, this is the point range that you get. Okay, so if you get perfect throughout the entire semester, you get an 835. No one gets perfect, just so you know. I don't give minuses because I don't like downgrading a grade, so most students like that. If you want to take this course SU, you have to get 585 points or higher for an S. Basically, you have to get a C, and that's standard in many colleges. In certain situations, when requested, an I grade, meaning incomplete, may be given, but you must have at least 3% or 3/4 of the work must be done to must be completed to even start a discussion. So if you've done one assignment and you're coming to me in May and saying I want it incomplete, it's not going to happen. You got to have almost everything done. Any request for extensions must be substantiated. And in this course, you use single space Calibri 11 1-inch margins because that's basically what the real world does, and that's what we're trying to emulate. So please keep that in mind. It goes down for further information about accessibility services, computer usage, Blackboard, academic integrity. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Starfish, Academic Center for Excellence, Health and Wellness, and so on. Okay, back to plagiarism. Every once in a while I get people that plagiarize in this course, and it's no fun. They cry, I cry, but they fail, I don't. Please don't put me in a position where I have to have a conversation with you. I did have a couple of students last semester who found assignments online. They were caught, obviously, and if you any submission for this course has to not only be your work, but it has to be an original work. No recycling of old papers. The situations really don't allow it, but in this case, they searched and they found it. What the website was. I found it, obviously, too. Every assignment is checked for plagiarism, so it checks the internet for any duplication. You will get caught, so please just don't do it. Okay, so the point distribution, even though I had the points on the other page, I put the points here and on the calendar. So this is meant to help you. So if I'm in chapter, so here's each assignment and the points you reached for each assignment. At the end of the module, the last column here is what you should have total, what you could have total. So if it's chapter module 5, and I want to know what my grade is, I can look at how many points I have. Say I have 275, and divide that by 300, the points that are totally possible at this point. That will give me my grade at that time. Okay. So I think most students like the point based, but they get confused by it. Now, if anything is not here on this distribution, it is not required and it does not give you any points. For example, Blackboard will throw in an attendance column. Why, I don't know, because I use attendance in my other classes. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not grading attendance. It's not here on a sheet. It's not going to help you. So please don't ask me to post your attendance grades because you don't have them. Okay? All right, let's look at the calendar. Okay, again, here's the points so that you know how many assignments are in that module as well as the due date. You can read about Starfish. Let's look at the FAQ. Okay, sorry, I had to cough for a second. All right, do I need the book for the course? Yes, you do, but it's free, so no problem, right? If an assignment's due on Friday, what exactly does that mean? It means Friday at 11:59 p.m. I can't find the due dates. We just looked at the calendar. You should be able to find it. A lot of times students will email me, can you tell me when the report's due? You've got a calendar right there. I don't understand it sometimes. Print it off, put it on your wall, and you have everything that you need. What format can assignments be put in? Again, PDF, doc, not pages, like Google allows you to save as PDF. When I come to your office to do my speech, no, my number one priority is to treat all of you fairly, and I can't meet everyone in my office, so therefore I'm not going to meet anyone in my office. Okay, sorry. Sometimes students are out of state, and that's why they can't meet me. It's not fair to them. I emailed your assignment. I do not accept any assignments by email because I can't run them through the Plagiarism software. So there is a Dropbox in here for every assignment that leads Rich to Gradebook. So please take a look around. I assure you there's one for every assignment. Alright, skip that one. Oh, for some reason a lot of students will write their responses in the comments box. And when can you see how small the BizCom FAQ here on the right is? Comments is even smaller. Makes it very hard to read, very hard to get the formatting. Please use write submission or attach your work. One or the other. Just don't use comments. Okay, there's a couple tutorials here for things. Someone asked me once how to submit an assignment, so I posted a video. I see blank assignment name in the gradebook, I can find the assignment. First, check your assignment list, this point distribution list that we just talked about. See if it's listed as an assignment, because again, if it's not, it is not assigned. Okay? And sometimes Blackboard, I've had 2 assignments in the gradebook that I can't get rid of to save my soul. I've called Blackboard, and they can't get rid of it either. Don't know why. It's just Blackboard being a pain. Okay, sometimes students will email me asking me when I'm going to grade something. I grade as quickly as I can. I grade every class at least once a week, and I go in order. Okay, and I usually post an announcement when I grade everything, so be looking for my announcement. Sometimes life gets busy, or there's one chapter that has 3 different assignments in it. It takes me a little time because there's 3 of them, so please, I ask you patience. There's an assignment called Secret of Body Language. It's on YouTube. Every year they move it around. I post the link, and then a day later it's not working. So please Google it or YouTube it. Search YouTube for it. All right, how do I figure out my grade? We talked about this already, but here's the business communication points distribution in the course information folder. List the points per module and the amount you have. So for module 6 is worth 95 points. 25 plus 20 plus 25 plus 25. At the end of module, I can have 395. If I have 354 points in my grade, it is an A. 354 divided by 395 equals 89.62, which rounds 290, which would be an A. Can I double space? People are so in love with double spacing, and I get it. I want to do half the assignment as well, but for this course, you must single space. If you double space, I'll return to you and tell you where to submit. I found an assignment on the internet that should be on. I have to update that. Can I submit it as mine? I hope the answer is obvious there. Only if you want a 0, I'll assign it to check for plagiarism, so you will be caught. And that's, again, because I found the assignments. 2 students submitted the same assignment online last semester. They found somewhere else. Okay, so there's a link to the ebook. I also put the link in the syllabus. I'm sure you saw it. There's an icebreaker discussion. Get in there right now and discuss it. Here is the learning modules, and you can see, we'll look at module 1 really quick. We'll look at module 3, just put the first one into there. Okay. Sometimes there's a study plan in every chapter. There's a lecture on letter writing, which I actually wrote. That's mine. Did come from the publisher. And there's module 4, or module 3, written communication lecture, which is from the publisher. Then there's the PowerPoint and Um, the lecture is basically my take on the PowerPoint. Okay. Then there's always an assignment, and there's this video that I made called Module 3 Assignment Explained. Every chapter has an assignment to explain. Please watch them because it will save you so many points. Now, if you make a mistake, for example, the report assignment is taking minutes of a meeting, and there's formats in there. If you didn't watch the video to find out there were formats in there, you're going to submit it wrong, and unfortunately, you're going to lose those points. There's no do-over if you haven't watched the video. Okay. All right. So here's send email. Well, let's go. There's a my grade, so you can keep track of your grades. There's send email, where the best way to contact me. Please don't keep using the same string of emails again and again and again, because it changes the subject line and it gets hard to read after a while. Here's some college resources if you need them. Here's the FAQ. Did we have the FAQ up here? Nope, I guess we didn't. It's the link down there to the FAQ. And again, my office hours. Okay? Okay, so it's time to get started. Good luck. Remember, you can always ask me questions. I answer my emails very quickly. If there's one response I get from students all the time, it's thank you for the quick response. But you need to be checking. It's very frustrating when a student emails me on Tuesday and I respond after an hour and they don't respond again until Saturday, because then we have to start kind of over again with the learning curve. So please, if you email me, make sure you're checking for a response. All right, let's get started. Welcome to class.